Hello all, welcome to another live stream here. So today we are dealing here with something a little bit different, okay? We are using this machine. It's a specific machine ready for this type of work we are doing here. And we are also testing these cartridges from the same brand in Lumino Heart ink. Okay. Let's take off this little rubber thing. That's fine. You are going to test with me because I never used this before. It's my first time. I'm going to check it out how it works really. Before starting here on the proper design, I'm just going to do something on another paper. Okay, just to test it out because I never used this cartridge or this machine before. So just now I'm just checking how it's performing really. Okay, not so much. Okay, that's nice. So there we have here a clown cat holding an ice cream. It was a request for one of our viewers. He won a contest here on the channel, so he could like ask for a specific design, and this is what she asked for. So here we are doing that same design. Okay. Always trying here to cross hatch. Okay, these areas are a little bit lighter, and the other areas we are going to lightly turn them a little bit darker. With these cartridges. Thank you very much, Tiffany's. With these cartridges, so this is the first time I'm using this machine and also these cartridges, so they feel much more saturated than the other ones. Thank you, Tiffany. It's really easy with these ones to just pack like that. Also something to be careful, because we don't want our lighter areas to be really dark, right? So and now we are going to, we have here like a slight line around here, just dividing the darks from the shadows. And now we are going just to all over just darken up a little bit more. Just going to up this a little bit more. This could be also a little bit darker as well. Also this. Okay. Just fading a little bit more into the white. Yeah. So the machine I'm using right now, as I said before, it's the first time I'm using this specific machine. The guys at Illumino sent me this machine and their cartridges to try out this setup. And I have to say, at least for my first experience using this, the machine itself feels really pretty solid. Okay, really nice. The cartridges are really saturated, you know, so as I said before, need to be really careful on the areas, on the lighter areas. But other than that, it feels really nice. The machine is super light compared to the other tattoo machines. Really, really light. It's like almost like half the weight, you know. Thank you very much for your follow. Thank you. So if you might want to take a look at this technique, I strongly advise you to go check that out. The company, the Illumino Heart ink. Hey there, Nuke is Israel. All cool. And also this looks a little bit more like a pen, right? Not that much as a tattoo machine. Thank you very much. Nuke. So for now, bear with me because I'm just adapting and adjusting to this machine. Still don't know like the sweet spot of all the things. But it feels pretty good. no doubt about it. Thank you very much. Thank you for the follow. Okay. Guys, don't forget, that's a really important stuff. Don't forget to check your loyalty points, okay? I had that like running on Streamlabs. So to get that, just type exclamation mark. Yeah, thank you. It's on purpose, really. Just trying to do some really relaxing and calming stuff, like in a little bit of a ASMR vibe to it. So this is a little tricky right now, at least for me here, just to try to get a proper hold of this machine. I'm accustomed to I hope so. I hope so. I would like that. I would like to have a little bit more people watching the lives, in order so I could grow a little bit more the channel. But yeah, it's a step at a time. I'm not like in a huge hurry. Yeah, that's also something that I really, I don't know, like, if you are in YouTube, you know, if you create content on YouTube, eventually you are a little bit like drawn to take that approach, right? Like to be like really fast paced, like really everything like really quick. Well, that's not only my channel, you know, that's also my let's say Instagram name as a tattoo artist, you know, the anxious pokes. It just honestly it comes from when I started tattooing. It comes from starting to do hand poke tattoo instead of like the traditional machine. However, I was a lot like anxious. There's a name about it, because hand poke it takes a lot of patience, you know, really a lot of patience, and I loved doing that, and I loved the final result of it, you know. Things looked really different from actual tattooing or tattooing with a machine. The texture and whatnot, everything looks a lot different. but yeah, it just drives me a little bit crazy with that, and that just stick, you know, that just stayed like that, like on anxious pokes, pokes obviously from the hand poke, right? And the anxious just because, well, it's something that I really liked to do, but it made me really anxious all about it, so I just forgot like the hand poking thing and just went all over with tattooing with the machine. But yeah, a lot of people ask me about the name. Yeah. You think it's working, like the algorithm, like pushing the stream? Right now I don't have that many, I guess, like around what, 11 viewers, I guess. But as I said, like, that's not really something I'm really like obsessed about, you know. Obviously, as with any YouTube creator, would like to have like more views. That's, well, that's of course, that's obvious, but yeah, that's not really the whole thing here, you know. That's not only that's matter, you know. There's other stuff that also matters. And honestly, one thing that I didn't knew when I started doing these live streams, and that's something that I really appreciate right now. It's that I have, well, like you, for instance, I've been having like people like almost like regularly like appearing here on my lives and talking, and I'm really grateful for that, you know. That's really cool. Like seeing people that really enjoys this stuff and likes to stick around just to talk a little bit. They don't need to stay like the whole session, you know, but just like a little bit. That's really cool. I really appreciate it, you know. And when I started doing this, I wasn't expecting that, you know. I was just expecting like, well, a few people like watching and whatnot, but yeah. Yeah. But yeah, but actually, you know, like I also, well, I have my Instagram profile, right? Like my Instagram tattoo profile. but I don't know why, and I could do it as well. I could post there the lives, but I don't know. It just doesn't feel like. I just don't feel like posting their stuff, you know. I don't know why. It's a little bit odd, but yeah, I don't know. Just right now I'm cross. I'm like multi-streaming to here to YouTube, of course, to Kick and Twitch, and even on Kick and Twitch, I have really low results. Also, I just started there when I started doing this, so I don't have properly like a following there, right? So, but even there, like I rather stream to Kick and Twitch, even not having like that many viewers. I rather stream there than to Instagram. I don't know why, but yeah. Yeah, yeah, of course, of course. No, that is exactly my point. You know, like uh, all these like almost daily live streams came from like a it's kind of stupid the reason, but it is what it is. They came from a resolution, like a New Year's Eve resolution, you know, just to start creating more content and at the same time wanting to grow my channel and also to practice more, you know. I already thought on should like filming or streaming my tattoo sessions, you know, but that it's a little bit trickier because we are dealing with people's privacy, you know, and that's a little bit more difficult to deal with that. So I thought of on this opportunity, on this technique, and why not? I just went with it, you know, like doing almost like an everyday live stream since the beginning of the year right now. So, and in some cases I guess I have like more views than days right now, because in some cases I have like 2 streams in the same day, so so right now it's been really, I don't know, awkward. Go. See you in the next one. Have a nice sleep. Thank you for being here. Right? Cheers. Bye bye. Okay. Now, doing here the whiskers. Okay, nice. Let's keep going here on the outline. Okay. Now we have here to deal with some stuff. This area, it will be a little bit lighter. All this area here. But here you'll have like a really light shadow. Okay. Nice. Also here. Let's go for it. Here it's a little bit darker. So first impressions on this machine. The machine itself, it's really cool. I'm still getting used to it due to the really difference of weight to my other machines. The other ones were really a lot more heavy, a lot heavier than this, but like a lot more heavy than this one. This is really easy, easy to pick on. Let me just check here. Sorry. By the way, today here today morning I had like a class Today morning I had like a class for a particular like some kind of like a workshop, let's say. Really liked how it ended up, like with someone who never picked up like a tattoo machine before. And the point was to try to teach like the bare minimums of this technique. And I was really happy with the end result, you know. I think like she did really great. Especially from just someone who never picked up like a tattoo machine before in her life. Going like all in. It was amazing. Let me just a few moments, please. So, I'm sorry about that. Just went to put my daughter to sleep on her bed. Like dead life. So this thing here is really light, this shadow here. I'm just like angling here the machine so it doesn't make like those points really dark. Because that's not my intent. All over now the place with a really light tone. Just like this middle section, and underneath the eyes it will be like blank here, okay? Just going to push this a little bit harder now, not harder but more faster. Try to condense a little bit more the dots here. Just for sketching now. You guys can see like clearly like these little fades, these little dots. I don't know if you guys can see. It's really light, so also inside here the eye. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, I'm happy with the eyes. Now, let's keep going. Eventually we'll need to go back here to the head, you know. I'm not quite happy how it's turning up. Eventually we'll need to take a little bit more attention to this, but for now it's going to leave as it is. Okay, let's continue with the rest of the costume. Some really light shading here, because this is supposed to be white, so don't want to overdo here on the shading. Well, this is not a pencil. This is a specific type of a tattoo machine, okay? It's from this company here, Illumino Heart Ink. It's an electric pro dot pen. And they sent me like this machine, okay? Here with a voltage and a couple of these ballpoint pen cartridges, okay? It's similar to a tattoo cartridge, but instead of having a needle, it has like a ballpoint pen tip, okay? You can check like the description. There is like the link where you can get something like this. You can also use it for well, actual tattooing. But I guess this was thought into this specific type of work, you know, like doing the stippling on paper. So it's really easy to pack black. It's really easy. Like these cartridges, they are really something here. Yeah, no problem at all. It's cool. It's well, something a little bit different, I guess. A lot of people are not properly used to to see like a tattoo machine working on paper. I know it can be a little strange. But yeah, you can try it on. Like I have like my affiliate link on the description, and it's not that expensive, you know. Like the machine plus 8 cartridges like this, and this will last you a little bit. It's 100 and something euros. Well, it's not really that expensive. Obviously, it's more expensive than than a paper, like a pencil or or a regular pen, of course. But for something like specifically for this type of thing, it's not really that expensive. Like I was doing this work with tattoo machines, you know, like with actual tattoo machines. And for instance, like I was doing this with this type of machines, and this, besides being really way heavier than this one, this is really light. This costs like 3 times more than this thing here. So yeah. And actually, like today, I don't know if you are still here, CK Motors, but by the way, today I had like a workshop. I've done a workshop with a girl that never in her life never picked up like a tattoo machine or nothing like that, and he came to do the workshop with this technique. Okay. And like in 2 hours she made like a beautiful scene, you know. it's really easy to start, really easy. It's not really that hard to get used to this, and right out of the bat, you just have like a really beautiful and decent, like, textured thing, you know. That's really nice. I was impressed as well, because, like, it was also for the first time I was doing this. I done this workshop, you know. So I wasn't expecting, honestly, that much. Okay, it was like it was the first time like she was picking up something like this. So I was not like hoping a lot of stuff, but it was really easy. It was really, well, straightforward, you know. Like if she, like, in 2 hours could do that, like, well, of course, like, I was there, like, guiding her and whatnot. Jester Love, no, that's not properly a tattoo machine. It's more like a PMU machine, okay? But yeah, it's from this company here. I'm going to show you. Illumino Heart Ink. You have a link in the description. And it comes with this machine, another battery, and 8 cartridges, 8 ballpoint pen cartridges, okay? Look, thank you. Well, by the way, actually, this drawing was decided by a viewer here. He won like a contest that I ran a few days ago, and like the prize, let's say, was like he could pick the subject of my of the following drawing, you know. And she told me like she wanted specifically a clown, a cat dressed as a clown with ice cream on his hand. So here it is. I think she's not here on the live, because I guess if she was, she already would say something. But yeah. But it's a fun subject, and I really liked like the challenge, you know, like like the specific challenge of trying to do something like this, because like I'm going to show you, like I was doing this piece before, like I'm going to show you here. Sorry. I was doing like this piece, and during this piece, right here, I ran that contest, right? So, and since she won, she got to decide. Okay. However, right now this is my first try with this machine, so I'm a little bit, I'm not really that comfortable right now, just figuring out how to deal with it right now. Okay. So just trying to refine here the shading on these areas here. Okay. It's in my description. Can you see my description or not at all? If not, I think I can post it here. Okay. Wait just a second here. Okay. Yeah, it's there. So this is just a disclaimer, okay? This is like a affiliate link, okay? So if you buy something from them, obviously I'll just receive like a little kickback from that, okay? But yeah, no problem. But yeah, like no doubts, comparing this with a tattoo machine, like like the tattoo machine is cool and whatnot, but yeah, it's really too heavy, and specifically for this, it's too pricey for something like this. Okay. I'm just feeling like to get the hang of it right now. Yeah, that's not like, yeah. Like I'm like 1 hour now working with this, so yeah. It took me around more or less 1 hour to just get the feel of it. Not that problematic, you know. CK Motors, let me know if you buy something. Just let me know after that, or by message or Instagram or whatnot. And if you want to, I just can give you some ideas or some examples of what you can do to start working on this stuff, okay? More than happy to help. Because there's some specific, like some types of exercises, you know, that you can do to help you start, and they are not like really that difficult. They are really, well, really intuitive, really. But if you can master those exercises, you will have no problem at all for anything else, right? Yeah, no problem. I can give you, like, as I said before, I can give you like the same types of exercises I gave to this girl that I had like the workshop today morning. So you can practice, and then if you want also, you can send it to me and I'll just go with it and just can tell you what you can do, what you can do better, or where you can develop more or not. I can give you feedback. More than happy to help, you know. Also, this is a really, as I said before, like this is a really nice way to get into tattooing, you know, because if you can master this type of designs, you easily, like really easily, can tattoo. Like I'm meaning at least like technically, you know. Because like paper and this type of medium, it's way more difficult than proper tattooing, you know. You need to have like a really light hand to work with this. Now just fading out here, just we don't have like a really harsh line, so just going to fade a little bit more. Okay, yeah, and darken also a little bit more all around this area as well. So this took me like a minute to get used to it, especially more the cartridge than the machine. The machine is really cool. It was almost instantly, but the cartridge took me a minute or so to get used, because it's really saturated. Like I'm used to the cartridges I'm used to work with. They are really hard to pack black, you know. It's really difficult to pack black, and with this, like if you are not careful, the whole thing turns really dark. So it's just a matter of being extra careful, and yeah, and you're set to go. Just working here on the dark shadow of the color. Okay. Okay. Now this area is a little bit darker. It's really I'm still amazed, like it's really easy to just place here the dark tones, like it's really fast. This would take me like a lot of time to do with the other cartridges, just to get to this stage of black, you know. This would take me ages to get to. Let me just pick up here the reference. Yeah. Hello, Phipps. Thank you very much, man. As I said before, like this was a request from a fellow viewer. She did one like a contest. Yeah. It was like her request was just to pick up like to make cats in a clown suit and holding an ice cream, you know. And I immediately thought of making like a grumpy cat, you know. I don't know why. But it was like my first thought, like to make a really grumpy cat. I can say I don't know why, but honestly, it's just to create some contrast, you know. Yeah. This is a well. It can be also a tattoo machine. It's a PMU machine. Okay, it's from these guys here. Okay, it's an electric Pro Dot pen. So it's basically a tattoo machine, but instead of having a cartridge with actual needles, it has like the cartridge with a ballpoint pen. Okay. The purpose is exactly this one, okay? It's to do like stippling on paper, using for that like ballpoint pen cartridges. CK Motors, thank you very much for the subscription, for the follow. Thank you, really. By the way, guys, I'm running here a loyalty point system here on Streamlabs, okay? So you guys can get points from just like the watch hours for the time you spend here with me. If this image came out of my head or did you just had a template? No. Well, this is based on a illustration of a regular cat, but I just pick it up like the facial expression, let's say, and just added the whole flair to it. I just loved like the facial expression, and yeah. Well, no, nowadays you have like you see a lot of stuff, so you have like references for everything, right? Even if they are not like intended to be a reference, if you do something like straight out of your head, it most likely will be something that you already seen or watched anywhere or online or physically. So yeah. I've been like a lot of times in places that I was just thinking about specific stuff, like how do I deal with this, or how am mostly like for tattooing, really, like trying to come up with different designs, and eventually like you start drawing, and when you realize you are just going on a way, and if you just take like a step back, you will just see that like, well, this looks like something that you saw, I don't know, like in Pinterest, or like something that another artist did. So yeah, honestly, in my opinion, that's it. Like, there's so much information and so much stuff around, but nowadays, that it's really difficult to try to create something completely new out of your head. Like, I pass a lot of time like on Instagram, on Pinterest or whatever, so I'm constantly viewing different stuff. And even if I don't want to be influenced by that stuff, like, you simply can't, right? So it just goes to your brain and just sticks there, right? Hey there! But yeah, I'm really happy with this machine. It's honestly, it was something that I really wanted to try, for real. And these guys really sent me their kits, and I'm really happy. This is really cool. Now this area of the shoe is darker, just to have a little bit more contrast with the rest of the image, okay? Go to sleep, man. No problem, really. Sleeping is more important than watching this. Now this area is really dark. Thank you. You too. Have a nice sleep. Have a good night. So it's really easy to pack black with this cartridge. It's amazing, really. It's almost like absurd to how easy it is. So it's like I said, it's trickier if you want really light details. You have to be really careful with that. But if you have like these more dense points, it's amazing. So here, there's the highlight part. Here you have to be a little bit more gentle. Yeah, something like this. Sounds good, right? Nice. Also here have a little highlight. Really? Where are you from? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. But you're born. Okay. Nice. Here I'm from Portugal. At first I thought you were going to say that you were from Brazil. Yeah? Like, if you have like the name Carlos. Carlos is also a, well, very quite common name on Brazil. Yeah. And what about there in Connecticut? It's freezing cold or what? I figured. And this time of the year, right? I have a couple of people here on the people that are quite regular here on the live that are also from Connecticut. And by the way, like this brand here, the Illumino Heart Ink, it's an American brand. It just took a little while for me to receive the package. Coming all the way from America, right? So now just going to go over all of this, just really with a light and really sparse layer. Okay. Nice. Yeah, well, it's really fun, honestly. That I can assure you. One thing I can assure you is that it's really fun to do. That is guaranteed. If it wasn't, I definitely I wasn't doing that. Yeah, no problem. If you want to get back to me, contact me via Instagram. Okay, I can leave you here my handle. Yeah, like this. You can get in touch with me via Instagram, and I can tell you a few things that you could start doing just to get used to it, just to start using it like properly, you know. No problem at all. And as I said before, like, no problem also on giving some feedback. So you can definitely like try it out, send me the photos, and I'll try to help you where I can, you know. That's one thing that I really like to do. Like I really like to help other people, like in these areas at least, where I can, or when I things that I know, because like I really I really learned a lot with YouTube, you know. So I guess this it's like just retribution, you know. And when I say I learned a lot from YouTube, well, it's not necessarily this, you know, this skill, but other stuff along my life, you know. So, and I really enjoy the thing on posting videos in order to help others. Like it's a really nice way to get like a community, you know. And here, like in tattooing, there's like a really, well, it was really difficult to get in because of the gatekeeping, you know. There was a lot of people like gatekeeping everything, and yeah, I'm not going to tell you because this is my secret stuff and whatnot. Like that's just like, for me it's really stupid, you know. So what, you discover some technique or some specific way to shade or to color or whatnot, and you're just going to go with it to the grave. Like, why not to share it, right? So what are you afraid of, right? Like, are you afraid of like other people like stealing work from you? Like, come on. Like for me, it will. I would love to see more people doing this. You know, I really would love to. That's why I just encourage you to try this. Because one, it's really fun to do, and two, it's cool when you see that you almost like have like a community around something, you know. And since this, I've been like into this like for a while. Like I really love to this kind of technique go a little bit further, you know. And also like this it's something cool just because like it seems it's really next to tattoo, right? But without like that like responsibility, like that thing really strict on tattooing, you know. And most people are also a little bit afraid of tattooing, and this kind of breaks that thing, you know, because well, you are just doing it on paper, so no one gets hurt. and if you just do a lousy job, you just shred the paper and toss it to the garbage. So no harm, no foul. No foul. So usually like this kind of drawings usually would take me like around 1 hour. No, well, 1 hour. No, this is a little bit complex, but usually this would take me like 1 hour and a half, maybe 2 hours eventually to finish. A few days ago, but right now I'm really into trying to get everything right and the best that I can. So something like this usually, not right now, will take me, I don't know, like 4 hours, something like that, just to try to dial in everything that I want. Like for instance, I can show you right here, just a little bit, let me just show you here. So, like this was like around 1 hour and something. It was really quick, just one sitting, and that's cool. Also one sitting, but it took a little bit more. It took like around 2 hours and something, like almost 3 hours. This one was also like, I don't know, like 1 hour and a half maybe. This was like 1 hour. It was really quick. Also around 1 hour. This took a little bit longer, but just because the dimension of it's really large. And this was like the turning point where I thought, where I was thinking really on just take your time, like try to do the best you can, really. And yeah, was like 3 sessions, like 1 hour and a half each session, probably. I don't know, it was like around it, like so around like 5 hours. And this, well, I won't complete this in today's session as well. It will be like today and tomorrow. Here we have some stripes that are a little bit darker than the rest, so we are going to start with those darker stripes, okay? Trying to match more or less the same tone as this here, okay? And the rest, it will be way lighter. is just like the main secret, let's say, that in here is just really layering everything, you know, working on layers, not trying to push everything, like not trying like to get the tone you want like immediately, like layering everything smoothly and calmly until you get the desired tone. From my experience, it's way better to do like this. Let me just check here how the live is doing right now, if everything's okay. Yes, it is. Fine. That's good. And this is still like, it seems that it is like full power right now. And it's been like 1 hour and 44. It says like it just only have like some, it has like a cap for each battery for around 2 hours, I guess. But well, it seems like it lasts a little bit longer. At least that's cool. They have here another battery, as you can see here. Sorry about this. Let me just show you guys. So you have here like another battery and a cable. Okay, so you have like a spare battery, which is cool, like for those longer sessions. Okay. This area, it's a little bit darker here. And as I said before, like it's really easy to pack these blacks. Like these cartridges are insane. They are really saturated. You almost have to be aware of what you are doing, because if you go too far, you'll just simply pack everything black. Well, no, actually, for now at least, I keep them, you know. I'm not selling. What I'm doing right now, it's like I have like a loyalty point system, and each and every one of you watching here are have points. Like for you, for instance, you already have points. If you type exclamation mark and points, you can see your points right now. And as soon as any of you reach like 1000 points, you'll get to choose a drawing, and I'll do it on live stream and we'll send it to you, okay, for free. What I'm doing with the rest of the artwork is, for now I'm keeping them, but if anyone right here wants to tattoo a specific design, that specific design, I'll just tattoo it and I'll offer the drawing as well, okay? Just because right now my point, it's not really like selling, you know. You could do it, of course, but that's not right now my intent, let's say. Yeah, the thing with the tattooing, I thought it was like a cool, a cool gift, you know. And that's mainly why I'm just keeping them, you know. So now let's go just here for the really light stone, okay? Now having to be really gentle. Okay, now just doing some cross hatching here, okay, so it looks a little bit more uniform. Now you can see already like a significant difference, right? From here to here and here from here. You came. Do you like it? Nice, nice, nice. So, Carlos, also, this is the girl who asked me for the design, okay? Oh, no problem at all. Well, this is not going to be ready today, right? So I'll have to end this tomorrow because today it's really late here already, and I'm really tired. I just wanted to really test this machine, and since I said like I was going to do the live, so I just pushed a little bit harder, but here a little bit darker because it's really on the shadow, of everything. But you did like it, right? That was the most important thing here. Since you were the one who asked for it. Nice, nice, nice. Hello, why this is live? All cool? also a little bit on the lighter side here. Nice. I mean, I'm really happy in how this one is turning out. Doing this really light drop shadow here on these pompons. Yeah. No problem, I can do it. Nice. But yeah, it's past now 2 hours. I'm really tired right now. Oops. Okay. No problem. So guys, I think I'm going to sleep as well. So, thank you very much for being here. And tomorrow I'll be doing this again, eventually like around noon. So right now here it's 11 p.m. So more or less in 12 hours I'll be resuming this design and eventually finishing. Yeah, I think so. Just need here the hand and the ice cream, this hand, the tail, the foot, but like already like half of it's already done. Okay, we still have to go around the face a little bit more, but yeah, I guess a lot of it's already done. So bye for now. Thank you a lot for being there, making me company. Thank you, CK Motors. Thank you very much. And yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye bye, guys. Have a nice day.